everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, passing may be at a premium, at least for one side. The Texans are top 10 at defending the pass. They'll be going up against the Raiders, who will need to solve that secondary.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders. And he'll get it up. Past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Houston Texans. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And some room to work. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Fielded at the 20. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. They'll need to get the play off quickly. A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now look at 56. Detroit. Detroit. All
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. In motion comes the tight end left. Freeman again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Here we go now. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot. Gone.
On 3rd down, that's Phillips. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
This is Freeman. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the call. Inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys in the cornerback position.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. Blue landing.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Phillips. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Let's go. Watching that party. Let's go. Blue landing.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
So you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On first down, it's Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And now here's a carry heading left. Open space inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they've put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That is timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And his kick is right through. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So out come the Raiders. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Detroit! Detroit!
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Finding some room at midfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now a handoff here to his running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Come on, let's go!
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that
under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. On the completion, this is Carey. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. He got 29 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here we go.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. There he goes left side. 20, 10, and put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Freeman again, a first down carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've come up, and no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in Week 7, but for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Raiders on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a give, right side, Phillips. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, Phillips. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To throw on second is Watson. Flushed out right. And some room to maneuver. He finds an opening past the 40. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And to give this time to the tailbacks. Twisting away. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
First down, Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On second down, here's Garoppolo. He sets to fire deep. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Raiders on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 17. The play clock's running down. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Time running out here on the play clock. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Garoppolo throwing on second. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. It's a give to Freeman running right. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Play clock winding down. Garoppolo now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
2nd down now after the incompletion. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle the team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Shift together here from the D-line. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw. It's Garoppolo. And he fires one, but incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Here we go. Green 39.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Here we go.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Come on, let's go.
Here's Watson now on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Come on, let's go.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Flex round. Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run on 1st down. Phillips. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Always got some breathing room. The 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Watson hands this to Foreman. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Let's go! Green 39!
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Back to throw, Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Carter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Fresh set of downs here. Now Foreman. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Watson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Second down, here's Watson. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. First and goal from the 8. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there. 84 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now running right through him. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. So the D-line's going to spread out. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Buying time to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. On first down, Watson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second down following the incompletion.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Throwing again is Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. On first and 10, Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Getting late in the fourth now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A handoff as they run the counter play. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, They've got to pay it off with some points.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his man on the crossing route. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 22-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Now a first down throw, Watson. A swing pass caught, and he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain of 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They come out with one back and 3 times. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans cut into that lead. And before the conversion attempt, we'll get a timeout call by the offense. And that'll leave them with only one remaining in this second half. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. And it's good, so that will get them back within one score. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On first down, Phillips. There he goes inside the 30. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here we go. Good. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Phillips. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal. Defense. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And the back goes into motion. On first down, it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Oakland, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Houston, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.